Hello YouTube, Jackson here. Today I'm going to be taking a behind the scenes look at the recent edit I made with Jake Lanich. It's going to be kind of a look at some of the clips that didn't make it into the video, some of the filmmaking process that went into it, just some random rad goofiness. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's sort of the unofficial start to a little video series I'm making. Stay tuned for more details on that. I thought that this would be a cool video to take a look at. You know, I like making videos like this where I'm talking to you guys, but what I really enjoy is making edits. And this is a cool mix of trick riding, follow shots. It kind of has a little bit of everything, so I thought it would be cool to show you guys what goes into it. I gotta give a big shout out to Yuki. He came out and filmed with us. He got a bunch of rad shots. He also got some cool behind the scenes looks at some of this stuff, so you'll see that in here. So I don't want to get too film geeky into the equipment or the editing side of things, though if you are interested, let me know in the comments. Maybe I could put together a video. Without any further ado, let's watch some clips.
No idea. It feels super like wobbly.
Hella wobbly. I've never ridden one, so like I have no idea what it's supposed to be.
Well, the bigger one is more stable than the pine.
I'll just get this shit dialed in. This is crazy, dude. We gotta get one of those hand clappers too. Do a nice hand drag on one of these cars. Yeah, dude. So this edit was shot in one day in San Francisco. We didn't really have too much of a plan going into it. The one thing that I did plan is I rented a one wheel to film all of the follow shots, which turned out to be way crazier and way harder to ride than I anticipated. But I wanted a cool, unique way to be able to follow Jake in the city, be able to move around him, get low angles, get in front of him, and you just can't really do that following on the bike. I like, you know, when I'm making edits, I like having different types of shots and different angles to cut to and from. So that's why I went with the one wheel, but it was incredibly sketchy. Honestly, I had never ridden one. I rented it for the day and I'm just glad I didn't eat shit. There were a couple times I definitely thought I was going to. I did like the shots I was able to get with it. Obviously I wasn't able to go super fast, but I'm really glad that I didn't eat shit. I don't even think you've dropped it, dude. This shot is exactly why I wanted to film with the one wheel. I could sort of pivot around Jake, get really low, get those sort of different angles that you aren't able to get with a bike. Jake is just legit good at wheelies. There was a lot of wheelies I even had to cut out of this because it was getting too long, but he seriously didn't drop it the entire time. Let's pause for a second, right here. Can you wheelie up the hill? Yeah, dude.
I don't like making plans. When people hit me up and they're like, what do you want to shoot? I'm just like, oh, geez.
I mean, how long do you think it'd take to ride our bikes? Because I could. One thing I always try to make sure I do is get nice B-roll shots, you know, get that real cinematic look. Let's play it back with the music. That's pretty steep, dude.
Steep.
Well, it's an all-way, so you can get some speed and then just fucking crush it up this. This is nice, though. This is where this shit shines. Good. Oh, shit, dude. I completely missed you, dude. Fuck.
That's a good practice run. I can definitely make it to the top pretty quick.
So maybe I just even need to start like on the hill, because that was, yeah, you came way fast.
Ready?
Yep. This shot is one of my favorites, but it was also kind of the craziest to film. He's coming down the smaller hill, trying to get as much momentum as he can, blowing through a four-way stop, which we had 2 spotters at just to make sure the coast was clear, and then he's cranking up the next hill. I was following him on that main hill on the one wheel. One of the times I was not really looking, I was paying attention to Jake. Almost kind of had a head-on collision. I honestly didn't even realize how sketchy it was until I watched the footage back later. Sick! Whenever I'm filming, I'm always trying to think about how they're gonna sequence together. So I really like Jake passing me, and then he's in front of me, and then the next shot, I'm in front of him, you know, as he's cresting the hill. San Francisco has such cool vistas. How'd your shot turn out?
The last, what he just did, was pretty cool.
Yo, 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 look at that shit!
Dude, that's crazy.
Fuck that.
Let's do another one of those guys. So if you go back and watch the video, you'll notice that the hill climbing portion is in a completely different part of the video than the bombing section. And it didn't really make sense to have Jake climb the hill, wheelie off, and then bomb back down it. So I tried to use a little bit of movie magic to make it seem like it was a different hill, put it in a different part of the video. Is that something you guys noticed? Did I get away with it? Let me know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take a swig.
Hot out here. Those are high.
Oh, dude.
That's the one. Fuck! Oh, I didn't mean to say fuck so much. Oh, that wasn't perfect. Alright, I got this.
Whenever I'm filming tricks, I always try to get at least 2 angles. I don't end up using them all the time, but when I do, it just helps contextualize the spot, the trick, what's happening. Yeah, dude.
Ready for the Yuki? You go ride no hands, do a no-handed track stand. So close.
Like I said in the intro, I don't really want to get into editing too much, but on the edit, there were a couple comments about the sound design, which makes me super stoked because it's one of those things that just takes forever and often goes unnoticed, so thank you guys for noticing. Getting good sound on location, especially in a city as crazy as San Francisco, is nearly impossible. When we were doing the follow shots, there was a ton of wind. And when you could hear Jake's bike, it kind of sounded like shit. No offense to Jake, of course, my bike sounds pretty bad. So I basically had to redo all of the audio in post. The first thing I start with is some chain noise. I follow along the video just like I am in my living room here and just sort of pedal my bike along. I try to follow along and match his speed, and then I add in a little bit of city noise or wind noise. And then I can pull in some skids from a cleaner recording. Maybe add in some whooshes here and there. Throw on some music on top. And you're done.
Yeah! So good.
Yeah, dude. You should hit the keel spin bar one more time.
Nice.
This shot is super great. I honestly just completely forgot to put it in the video. I'm bummed I did. Shout out to Yuki. He got some really amazing shots.
It's not exactly
As much as I love filming with the gimbal, I've started to move away from it a lot, and it's still awesome for those follow shots, making everything super steady, but I also really like handheld filming. You can get some cool, you know, whip pans, follow up and down, really cool.
Is that how you're gonna do it? You're gonna 180 in?
This was my favorite trick in the video. It was the ender of the video. Jake killed it with this one. I don't know how he does this. I don't even know what it is. Is it a slider? Is it a fish and chips? I don't know how he holds it for so long. He's insane. So I think it was definitely his best trick. I was going in the opposite direction that he was spinning.
Oh my God, dude. That was like a whole tire. I hope I got that. I really hope I got that because that was magical.
Sparkly ground.
Holy shit. I was looking at you and I like fucking went over the tracks all crazy.
Another one of my favorite shots, you know, it was really cool being directly in front of Jake. He's sort of swerving back and forth through the frame. You get the cool horizon lines with the sides of the bridge flying past. Another one of my favorites.
Oh, this is kind of a sick spot. Whoa. Ooh. That was cool. Nice, dude.
These are some of my favorite shots from the video. The lighting was really nice, and it's really cool to have two riders in the shot. It makes it really dynamic. Shout out to Devin, he was killing it on the wheelies.
If you bombed a hillside saddle, that's reckless. There's no way out of it and there's no way to slow down.
Nope.
And we're back at the car.
Oh, sick.
I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about what it takes to make an edit and seeing some of the behind the scenes and stuff that didn't make it into the cut. Make sure you go follow Jake on Instagram. He's killing it as always. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in learning more about the editing process or have questions about my film gear. Like I said in the beginning of this video, Jake's edit is the unofficial start to a little web series that I'm working on. I don't have all the details worked out. I don't have a name for it yet, but stay tuned for that. Shout out to Yuki again, he killed it. Make sure you go follow him on Instagram, follow me, follow FOAD. Follow us on TikTok as well, and check out FOAD Gang for some gear. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Holy fuck.